So first we want to split the string into an array of string. And then we're going to want to treat some of the each of the string numbers, but to do that we're going to add it to a temporary array. So after that we're going to loop through the array of strings. And for each string within the array of strings, we are going to create a weight sum value and attach it to the true weight string. And then we're going to pass the attached weight and weight string to a temp array. Afterwards, we're going to then we're going to look at each number in the temporary array and sort by the number. And here's where the constraint comes in. If the weight number is the same, then you're going to want to sort by the string weight. Finally, you're going to want to, or the penultimate step is to sort or remove the string and pass it to a new array. And then finally, it's going to be return the joined new array of strings. Okay, so let's solve that out. So first thing we want to do is split string into an array of strings. So let's do let string of numbers equals string dot split. We want to split on spaces, so we're going to put a space between the split parentheses. Then we're going to define a temporary array. So let temp equal empty array. We're going to loop through the array of strings. So for let I equal 0, I less than string nums length. And then we're going to increment I after each step. And let's see. Then we're going to take these two. We're going to make sure that we solve those two within the loop. So we're going to create a sum value. So sum is going to be equal to the combined value of, or the sum of the digits within each given weight. So to do that, we're going to select the individual string from sum numbers. So we're going to do I, string numbers at position I. Then we're going to split the string based on digits. Then we're going to convert the string digits into a number using the map function, which will loop through the separated digits and convert each string digit into a number digit. And finally, we're going to accumulate the strings of digits at the index I with a reduce method. And to use the reduce method, we have to pass an accumulator and then the current value. So, and then our inner function, or the anonymous function that is we are passing to reduce, is then going to be summing the accumulator and the current value. So for this version of reduce, I'm not going to pass in an accumulator, or I'm not going to specify an accumulator, which means that the first index will be the accumulator. So finally, I need to then pass the sum number and the original weight string to temp. So I'm going to do temp.push. I'm going to do an array. I'm going to do sum, because I want that number. And then I'm going to do string nums I, because I also want the string weight to be contained. Then we're going to sort. So to sort an array, we are going to call that sorted. And then we're going to use the sort function to sort. And because we are looking at each individual item as an array, we are going to be looking at two things. We're going to be looking at the array, and then we're going to be looking at the value inside the array. So we're going to be looking specifically at the index 0 of each of these arrays. And what this is going to do, it's going to subtract a minus b, and depending on the result given, if it's positive, then b will be in front. If it's negative, then a will be in front. Now, we haven't solved this for the conditional case here, where the two weights, the evaluated sum weights, are the same. So we need to add a conditional statement that will solve for that. So we're going to do if a0 is equal to b0, then what we need to do is return the result of the string evaluation. So that's going to be done by looking at the first index value of the string. So that's this step here. At this point, we then need to make the sorted array into only an array of the string weights. So we're going to define a new string, or a new array, and we're going to put a map method on it, which is going to iterate through the array. and it's going to return the value we want. So we're going to take every array, and we're only going to return the first index, or the want index, which is going to be the string number that we were given initially. After that, we get to return the result, but right now it is an array of strings, and we need to return a string. So we're going to join each of the items by spaces. All right, that is the solution. Let's see if it turns out correct. So I have an error. String is not defined. So that must be this. Let's try that again. It passed. Let's attempt. Okay, there's 25 errors. All right, so upon researching why I was getting it wrong, it turned out the result was that my previous method of sorting each digit in the string number was not good enough because it was only looking for the very first letter when I need to sort, sorry, the very first number when I need to sort by each digit within the number. So the best way to do that is to use the local compare method, which is the string method. And what it does is it's going to return a value that is negative, positive, or equal to 0. So it's going to return a 0 value when the passed in string is the same as the compare string. It's going to be negative when the first string is comes before the compare string, and it's going to do positive when the when the word check comes before or comes after the compare string. So based on that, you can then go here and we could see that now with that change, we are now able to pass all the tests and submit the result. That's all for today.